All right, we are here with Franklin and Marshall College. They just completed the national championship game against Middlebury College, falling 1-0 and concluding the year with a 20-4 record as the national runners-up. Congratulations on a great season. On the podium, we have Coach Caitlin Egger and seniors Aaron Coverdale and Melissa Gula. Before we open it up for questions, Coach, your thoughts on today's game?
I thought we did a fantastic job. Middlebury is such a great team. They're used to the astroturf that they play on every day, so we knew that they would definitely be challenging in that aspect. But I thought we did a fantastic job coming in and sticking to our game plan. It was a quick turnaround from yesterday to today, and two kind of very different teams that we played against. So the way that we adjusted to what they were doing, I thought was great, and the effort that we put everything out there. I think we gave all our effort. And I'm just super proud of what we did today.
Melissa, during the NCAA tournament, the format is a little bit different than the regular season in that you're playing back-to-back games often. Can you talk about the difference of that, the regular season play where you have a few games off between games, and then this where you're winning a semifinal matchup and then the next day you're coming right back out? Does that change your mindset at all?
I mean, it's definitely hard going back-to-back games, but I think since we're so focused on that game mindset instead of just practice mindset, I think it really it works for our benefit. I don't know the right word. It works well for us in the postseason.
And Aaron, Coach mentioned the astroturf. It's a little bit different to get used to. You have played on this before at Ursinus College, a Centennial Conference foe, but you don't play on it on a regular basis. Did you feel more comfortable out there today, having played yesterday in the semifinals?
Yeah, definitely today I think we kind of calmed down a little bit and could really focus on our basics. Definitely playing Hopkins, who hasn't played on a astroturf either. I think we both kind of made the same mistakes and adjusted well to it. And then today, Middlebury, you could tell that they were on top of things. They knew exactly how the ball could hit their stick, and I think just adjusting to that in the first half kind of let us propel it and find their mistakes in the third and fourth quarter, which I think we really picked up.
Coach, you're playing against Middlebury College, who has now won their third straight national championship. Obviously a great program on the national level. Sometimes coming into a game like this with no experience in the national title game for any of these athletes can be a good thing. What was the message before the game to your players?
I think we all knew going in what Middlebury brings to the table. I mean, one of our girls, Michaela Nicholas, her sister's on the team, so it's just kind of a funny thing. We were watching film today. We were like, we got to stop that number 15, Erin Nicholas. But I think the one thing too we've been trying to do all postseason is focus on us and what were our strengths, and not worry too much about what the other team jersey says. I think we try to always do that. It's all about F&M field hockey. It doesn't matter who we're playing. We're going to go out there. We're going to put the same effort out there. Like I said, play to our strengths and just be confident in our play. And yes, adjust to what they're doing, but not so much focus on them. Just focus on us a little bit more.
Melissa, just 13 combined total shots from both teams today. A lot of play in the middle of the field between the circles. How difficult is it to stay patient when you have two teams just trying to keep possession and there's just not a lot of shot opportunities on either side? How difficult is that to stay patient in those moments?
I mean, we definitely knew that was kind of one of their tactics, is to pass around the back, so we knew that we had to focus on being patient with them, and I think it kind of surprised them a little bit how patient we were, but I thought we did really well staying composed and then putting the pressure on once we saw they made a mistake or anything like that.
Aaron, when you get in a tense situation, it was back and forth all game long, no goals until the final few minutes of the game. How do you stay calm in those situations in such a big environment in the national championship game?
Just breathing, honestly, and having the support. Our seniors have, including myself, have really tried to just calm everyone down and just play in the moment, play for each other, and just I don't know, having fun, just knowing that even if you make a mistake, you have 11 girls behind you, and it's a very calm atmosphere, and it stems from our coaches as well.
Erin, in the beginning of the game, our little funnel always does breathe in, breathe out, and it helps calm us. So I think that's one of the things that really helps us throughout the game.
Let's talk about those seniors for a little bit. Such a great 4-year run, 71-17 record over the last 4 years, 2 Final Four appearances, a national championship game appearance. What will you remember most years from now when you talk about it with your fellow seniors and your teammates? But I'd like both of you to answer that, please.
the bus rides, the singing before in the locker.
Honestly, everything. I think just spending all the time off the field with each other, like whether we're in the dining hall, getting dinner, singing in the locker room, like Erin said, singing to Run This Town, which is our pregame song. It's just all those little memories off the field, like, that really makes a difference.
Erin, I have to bring this up. You had such a prolific goal scoring and career in the points categories. F&M program record for goals in your career with 56 and points with 136 and game-winning goals with 17. When you look back at that, what does that mean to you to hold all of those records in such a great program that's had so many quality players that come before you?
To me, it just shows how well our team has done. Just being able to play in the off season, like the season past the conference, it gives us more opportunities to score, more opportunities to be successful, and I think it shows how good our team is. So.
Melissa, can you talk about, we talked about this a little bit yesterday in the press conference, but being so close to F&M campus here in Lancaster, I guess technically Mannheim here at Spooky Nook, but it's kind of like a pseudo home game out there. The crowd, the environment was amazing. Can you describe what it was like to play in front of a home crowd like that?
I mean, it was unbelievable. It was everything we could have asked for and more. I mean, I think the best part was for me, yesterday's game and today's game was when Living on a Prayer came on and we were all dancing together. I just thought that was pretty incredible, and it's so nice to have so much support in the stands.
Coach, what would you say to these 7 seniors or the entire team after the game? What do you say to them, and what will you say to them in the coming days and weeks about this season and today's performance?
Yeah, I kind of told them at the end, 3 weeks ago when we lost the conference championship, I was like, guys, I don't know. We could get in, we might not, and if we don't, like, we should still be proud of all the effort and all the energy that we put out there this season. And then, when we found out that we got in, we were just super excited to play in the NCAA tournament. It's such a privilege and an honor. It's so tough to get in with those few at-large bids that are out there. And so, just throughout, I just kept telling them, hey, let's just keep enjoying every single moment. I think that's something that we heard Heather Lewis say at the banquet, like those little winning moments, just keep enjoying them. So we tried to continue to talk about those things, but the things that, like Lula said, like the things that we're going to remember are, the fun times on the bus. Like, these guys make me laugh all the time. Like, they're singing on the bus, they're doing karaoke, their little pregame locker room stuff. Them coming into my office during the year and just sitting there and just being like, I didn't want to go to the library, so I'm just going to sit here and just chill with you. I'm like, okay, those are the great things and the great relationships that we've built. And I have loved coaching this senior class. I got to coach them for three years now, but I was recruiting them when they were in high school, so it's nice that we've kind of come full circle, and I hope that we can continue the relationship throughout the rest of our lives. I was telling them last night, I got an email actually from Nancy Stevens, who is the head coach at UConn right now, but she was at F&M back in 1981. So I got an email from her, and she was telling me how 40 years later her players are coming to her games, and I'm like, oh, so I told them after the game today, I expect them 40 years from now to be coming to my games still. But just those little relationships that we built with these guys, like, I'm just so excited for them. They're just great people, and they're going to go out and do amazing things in the world for sure.
We've got to give baby George a shout out here. What will you tell him about this experience once he's old enough to remember anything that you're saying?
I was telling the girls that it's definitely a challenge to be a coach and a mom. It takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of effort. And the greatest thing for me is, like, this morning at breakfast when they're all like saying that he's their good luck charm, and he gets like, can I have a chance? Can I just hold him for a second? He's our good luck charm, like passing him around. And I told them that the most special part for me is that he gets to spend, so much time with so much talented young women that I said are going to go out and do great things in the world. Like, he has so many role models, so many mom sisters on the team. So I think that he's just a super lucky baby that he gets to be around these incredible women day in and day out.
Okay, well, congratulations again. Franklin Marshall Diplomats, a school record for wins this year with 20 wins. And again, seniors, 71-17 record, 2 Final Four appearances over your 4 years. Such a great accomplishment, and congratulations.
Thank you.